Alright, what's up, Dan? Got your video queued up here and just kind of got it compared to a couple hitters here so we can take a look at what I see, and I'm just going to let it play through here real quick so we can kind of just get it compared to all three of those hitters, all two of those hitters, I guess. And really, I want to look at three positions in your swing here, okay? And first one we're going to look at is just your stretch position. So I know power is a big thing you're trying to increase. Looks like you're hitting for contact. That's awesome. So what we're going to look at today is how we can increase that power in your swing. So what I got right here is our stretch position, our initial position when we start to basically rotate and explode the swing, okay? So what I notice is the distance between the knees here is way smaller than what it is on, say, a pro hitter. Now, granted, they're taller, they might stride a little farther, but we still should be striding a decent amount and really stretching those knees as we swing. That's going to create a nice stretch in the lower half and allow us to rotate and use the ground well. The other thing is just stretching, and again, stretching those knees is going to help with this, stretching from the hands. And I think that looks so much better from the last one that I got from you when we did a long time ago. So that's awesome. I see there's definitely more stretch there, but I think we got more, man. I think we can get more in that as we go. It's going to help us create more elasticity in the swing and also get us to be on time more, okay? And that's the other thing I see that we'll talk about approach-wise here in a little bit is we're just late at contact. So I'm going to get to the contact position now and just take a look at where we're making contact with the ball. Now, basically with the frames per second here, couldn't get it quite exactly at contact, but you can see how deep you're making contact in this swing here. We're still kind of like crowded to the body here as we go and rotate. Whereas if you look at on these home run swings here from Cal Raleigh and from William Contreras, you can see how much extension and how far out in front they're making contact with the ball. Okay, now I don't want you making contact way out here, but that is maybe an approach, a thought process that we're going to have to fix this, and I'll talk about that in a separate video of what we're going to do to try to target that. But we want to make contact farther out in front, so we got to be earlier in the swing. Creating more stretch might help with that as well. And then the last one is just the finish position. Okay, so the low hands here, you can see Raleigh, you can see Contreras, high finishes out in front of the body. There's strength through contact there with the arms. We've already kind of talked about that. Now look at the leg position. Ground contact is huge for producing power. If you look at where they're at when they're finishing and kind of through the zone and everything, really good contact with the ground here, low into their legs. They're using the full force of their leg power and the ground there as they're making contact with the ball, which helps us drive the baseball for pop. Whereas we can see on yours, you're just a little high. It looks like there's no knee bend in the legs there. And again, I think creating more stretch, striding maybe a hair farther is going to help with that aspect of it and going to clean that up a good amount. So that's really what I see in the swing, and what I'm going to recommend is that we stretch the knees a little farther, maybe stride a little farther. We try to get more extension out in front, and we work a little lower to ground to use the ground to the full force. Now I'm going to get you some videos here. We're going to talk about approach, and then we're going to go over a drill or two that's going to talk about how to fix that and the drills we're going to do to fix that.